Okay, let's get going. Okay, no bees, that's good. There was like 10 of them flying around in the last class.
Wow.
So, and yesterday there was a lot. They weren't bothering anyone, but still, anyway, we might hear them outside. Yeah, not a great situation. Okay, you guys hear me okay? My mic is on okay? Yeah. Yes? Okay. All right, so hi, hello, welcome, happy Monday. So I was just back from my vacation. My sister and her family and my family, my nephew and my son are 3 months apart, and they just graduated from high school, so we did a big 2-family trip and took them to St. Lucia and stayed together, and it was wonderful and lovely. And often I feel like when I'm on vacation, sometimes just going away for the weekend somewhere local, it's like just taking yourself out of your routine is a way of changing perspective, just shifting, being somewhere else, being out of your space and out of your habits and out of your, your sort of daily grind, right? But we were at the St. Lucia is a volcanic island, so you can't hear me?
That noise.
I don't know what's happening. Let me just change the setting. No, don't apologize. Of course I want you to hear me. Let me change this back and see. There's no music on or anything, but that's
fine. Perfect.
So weird. Okay, I'm gonna leave it that way. Yep. You won't hear the om or the chant or anything, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're in St. Lucia. We're at the top of this volcanic mountain, and the view in all directions was just, huge and majestic. You feel like you can see, there's islands, 30, 40 miles away. You can see, across the ocean. It was really beautiful. And of course, being in the airplane, you have that wider view of things. And so, the astronauts call that experience of having that wider view, the overview effect. And it's, when astronauts come back from outer space, they talk about having this experience of like, when you're looking at the Earth from outer space, there's no borders, you don't see, you can see land masses, but one ocean flows into the next. There's no borders of countries. And they have this, they speak of this effect of sort of seeing the interconnectedness of things. Whereas on the ground, from our perspective, things feel very siloed and binary, and we're in our own worlds and our own spaces, But when we zoom out in that way, when we have the view from the airplane or the top of the mountain, or, we have that wider view, we're seeing, the oneness of things. The Dalai Lama calls it one of his pillars of joy that he teaches on he calls it the God's eye perspective. Same idea, right? Where you see everything as just one thing blending into the next, where there's not a separation of, a border, or even between people, from that far, you're not seeing any differences. You can't tell man or woman or dark skin or light skin or anything. You just see humanity as one thing. And that's the first, so when the Dalai Lama talks about the pillars of joy, of how to build joy into your life, that wider perspective is the first way and the most important way in many ways, that we just have this, we shift the narrative from I and me and mine to us and ours and, we, the collective consciousness. And so I was sharing this story how a bunch of years ago, my Neil deGrasse Tyson, who is a physicist and an astronomer, and I think he runs the planetarium in the city, but he was doing like a big speaking tour. He's written a bunch of books, really fascinating. If you don't know him, just find him because he's amazing. But he was like on the radio promoting his speaking tour, which I bought tickets for my 18-year-old to go see. He was 18 at the time. He really wanted to go see him speak. And so they went, and he was on the radio talking about this exact thing. And I called in. My son was never more mortified in his entire life that I called Neil deGrasse Tyson to talk about yoga. But I did. I called in and I said, this is what we do in yoga. I was like, you're talking about like the external way of doing that. And that's a beautiful way, but not everybody can have that experience. We're not all going into outer space. I mean, maybe we all will, in the next lifetime. But as of right now, many of us are not doing that. But it's away, in yoga, what we're doing is we're turning inside for that perspective. We're turning inwards to find the connection and the oneness to the place inside of us. Even though we live in individual bodies and our own unique and beautiful ways of being, there is this unifying force of the universe, and that's what we're connecting to when we do yoga. And he says, well, yogis are generally really kind and lovely people, so whatever you're doing, just keep doing that. I think he didn't know what to do with me, but it was funny, and my son was, of course, mortified, but that's okay. So that's the idea. That's our thoughts for the day, to maybe have that perspective outwards, the wider view, and then as we turn inwards, to feel and sense these ways that we are connected to each other and to humanity. All right, so take a good seat, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, sit up on a blanket or a block, anything you need for support so that you can sit well. When we sit well, we can focus, we can breathe better, all of those things. So whatever we can do to help create a more upright and strong posture, take that support. And then maybe just take your eyes to like half mast, right? Just like let the gaze be really soft so you still can see a little bit outside yourself. You're starting to turn inwards, and just have a sense of everything kind of blurring together to just one picture. And then let your eyelids fully close and have a sense of yourself as an individual being, sort of dissolving the edges of yourself. And as you turn your attention inside, seek a place within yourself that feels connected, that doesn't feel like me, I, mine, but has a sense of the ways that you are intricately and infinitely woven into the fabric of humanity. Feel how at the very essence of your being, the very most ephemeral building block of being, this energy, the one energy that creates you and creates everything, connects us all together. It's part of you, it's part of everything. Then draw your hands together at your heart. There's lots of reasons why we chant at the start of our practice, but one of them is that we chant this sound Om, which is said to be the sound of the entire universe vibrating. If we could hear the entire universe making a sound, the sound it would make is Om. And so when we chant, it's a way of just aligning ourselves with that vibration and that rhythm and that unity. So we'll start with 3 Oms. If you'd like to join in, take in a deep breath. Om. 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 Softly bow your head towards your heart. And as you're ready, release your hands. Let your eyes open. Okay, we're going to start on our backs this morning. So come lay down onto your back. Have your knees bent, feet on the floor. And then just do some pelvic tilting here. Take your hands onto your pelvis. And as you inhale, arch your back a little bit away from the floor. Feel your pubic bone, your tailbone tip towards the floor. And then as you exhale, round your back into the floor. Feel your pubic bone, your tailbone lift away from the floor. And just like that, inhale, arch your back. Let your tailbone, your pubic bone descend. Press your shoulders down. And then exhale and round. And just like that, back and forth a few times. I know many people like to practice yoga with their eyes closed, and if that's your practice and that's what serves you, then that's totally fine. I'm going to invite you today to do maybe like a soft gaze, so that instead of just turning inside, you're having this sense of a wider perspective where you're holding your own awareness and a bigger awareness together. All right, do one more, cat and cow, pelvic tilt. And then come to a neutral spine and lift up your feet, reach between your knees and catch the pinky sides of your feet. Happy baby, you got it. That's it. Then draw your knees down towards your armpits and maybe just do a little rocking side to side. As you rock to the right, pull the right knee down. As you rock to the left, pull the left knee down. And perhaps from this perspective, imagine the perspective of a baby. You know, babies don't have a sense of boundaries and separateness, right? They've come from the source much more recently than we have. So they have that sense of connectedness. So maybe in this under this baby pose, we can invite ourselves to that awareness as well. Okay, come to center now. Rest right at the center of your back. And then as you pull your knees down, at the same time, try to lift your back away from the floor. It's not really going to lift, but you're going to feel a bigger stretch into the back of the leg. So you're still holding your feet. Try to arch your back a little. Okay, now push your right foot into your right hand. Pull your left knee down. Maybe extend the right leg out to the right a little bit more. Maybe straightish or straighter. That's it. And then bend your right knee and then straighten out your left leg. Extend your left leg out a little bit more. Good. And then come back to center. Okay. Drop your feet to the floor with your feet wide apart. So as wide as your mat, or maybe even a little wider. And then windshield wiper the legs. Drop the knees to the right. And then inhale back to center and then drop to the left. And just like that, back and forth a few times. Try to keep the pelvis fairly steady. The pelvis is going to lift a little bit, but try to keep the movement in the legs. Next time your knees are over to the right, stay there. Reach your arms up overhead. And then, if you want, you can cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. Try to get your inner left knee down towards the floor. That's it. You can maybe heel toe the left foot a little farther out to the left so you can get the inner left knee down and the outer right knee down. And reach into your fingertips. All right, good. Bring your arms by your sides, lift up and uncross. And then drop both knees over to the left. Work your inner right knee towards the floor. If you want, cross the left ankle on top. If that puts pressure on a knee or doesn't feel like a comfortable thing in the hip, you can skip that cross. Then inhale, arms up overhead. Extend through the sides of your waist, maybe a little more on the right side, from the right armpit all the way to the inner right knee, reaching towards the floor. All right, arms by your sides, uncross your legs, knees up, hug your knees into your chest now. Good. And then do a little rocking side to side. Rock on your spine a few times. That's it. Maybe get a little front to back rocking. Good. And then you can either rock yourself up to seated, or you can just roll to your side and bring yourself to seated. That's it. And then we're going to come on up to stand. So I have no creative way of getting you there. Just find your way up in whatever way feels reasonable. Okay, we're going to do some dynamic warm up here. So stand at the short edge of your mat towards the front. Take your hands onto your hips. And then here's the movement. We're going to step wide to the right. You'll pivot on your left foot, land your right foot, and sit into a squat. And then step your right foot back to your left foot. So that's the movement. Step wide to the right, squat, and then step forward, feet parallel. And just like that, step wide, pivot on your left foot, hips back, pivot forward. If it's a lot for your knees, just take a smaller step. Try to land gently. Do a couple more. Step forward. All right, we're going to hold this last one. So step wide, Good, and then sit your hips back, look down, see that your knees are landing right over your ankles. Drop your tailbone down, and then take your arms up into cactus arms. Good, as you exhale, take your right elbow towards your right thigh. Then inhale and come back up. And exhale, left elbow to left thigh, keeping your lower body really steady. Inhale up, exhale, right elbow to right thigh. Inhale up, exhale left. One more each side. Keep your knees bent, either a little or a lot. Last side. Good, and then widen out your heels, stretch your legs straight, stretch your arms straight, turn your toes in, straighten your legs. That's it. Star pose. Imagine you're a radiant star out in the heavens, just radiating light outwards, outwards, from the center of your being, outwards. Then hinge from your hips, hinge forward, and take your hands down to the floor with a long spine. If it's hard to reach the floor, of course, put your hands on blocks. That's always an option. Good. Now with a long spine, rock forward and back in your feet a few times. Rock towards your toes, rock towards your heels. And try to find the place right in the middle. So you're not piking back, your weight is not forward into your hands, but the bones of your legs are lined up with each other. And then once you find that spot, bend your elbows and fold. Let your head release, your shoulders relax. You can go elbows on blocks or floor. You can go head to the floor if your head reaches. Let your upper body just spill over. So the strength of your legs are supporting you here so your spine can just release. Take one more breath. Good, then lengthen your spine, look forward. Heel toe it a little bit, so go back to the toes turned out position. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs, and come on back up. And step your feet together at the front of your mat. Okay, good. Now we're going to do second side. So same thing, except we're going to step the left foot back. So I'm just changing direction so I don't have my back to you. So hands on the hips, step left, squat low. Step together. Step left, squat, step together. Couple more. Step wide, squat, step together. Last one and hold. Step wide. Good. Now this time, take your hands to your inner knees, fingertips pointing down. Push your knees out wide, wide and out, inner thighs wide. Drop your tailbone down. Lengthen your spine. Good. Now keep your legs as they are. Push your right knee wide to the right, but drop your right shoulder to the left. Good. Look up over your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale. Drop your left shoulder to the right. Push your left knee wide. Look up over the right shoulder. Inhale to center. First side again. Drop right shoulder towards left knee. Inhale, center. Second side. Shoulder to knee. Opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes in. Straighten your arms out to the side. Star pose. Imagine the whole vastness of the whole universe, as wide as you can see on an airplane, around you and also inside of you. Hinge from your hips. Fold forward. Good. We're going to stay with a long spine and take a twist here. So take your right hand right underneath your face. Take your left hand on the back of your pelvis. And then trying to keep your pelvis even, twist your upper body to the right. Look up to the right. Nope, sorry, left. Look up to the left over your left shoulder. That's it. And you can stay there with your hand on the back, or you can stretch that arm up towards the sky if you like. Yeah, that's it, guys. Nice. Exhale and release your left hand down. Plant it right at the center. Take your right hand on the back of your pelvis. Push down into the right hand. Twist. Look up over your right shoulder. That's it. Maybe take the right arm to the sky if that's bothersome to a shoulder. Keep your hand on your back. That's it. Nice, you guys. Exhale, release, and fold forward. Bend your elbows. Let your head and neck soften. Again, if you've rocked forward into your toes or back into your heels, once again, balance, find that middle place, and then just let your spine, your shoulders, your head, neck release. And maybe again, instead of closing your eyes, soften your gaze. Have this way of seeing that you're seeing what's in front of you, but you're seeing also a wider peripheral vision. Lengthen your spine, look forward, bend your knees, and then come on all the way up. And step left foot to right foot. Okay, excellent. I lost my strap. We need a strap. Find a strap. Okay. I don't know how to describe this movement. I'm just going to show you. It's just a shoulder mobility exercise. I don't really know how to say it. I'm just going to show you. So we go left hand down, left arm up, right arm up, and then you do it in the front. Down, down, up and back, and you switch. So it's sort of like a circling around. I don't know how to describe it. I am having trouble with that, but it's just a way to get up some movement through the shoulders. That's it. Yep. And if this is bothersome to your shoulders, if you have a shoulder thing, you can just go side to side, right? If this is a better movement for your shoulders, you can just do that. If it feels okay, yeah, that's Stephanie. It's like a weird one. That's it. Go around in front and then around and back. Around in front and then around and back, like kind of like a windmill action. Okay, and then not to make things more confusing, but try to go the other way. Reverse the direction. If that's going to totally mess you up, forget it. Skip that part. Yeah, I know. This is how yoga makes you smarter. Works your brain. You got it. All right, good. Let your arms come to the front. Just shake out for a moment. That's just a little shoulder mobility. Okay, let's do a little shoulder strengthening now. Hold your strap above your head. Have your feet about hip distance apart. Strap above your head. Now, important here to keep your pelvis neutral, your belly turned, your abdominals toned so that the movement here is in the upper back, okay? So with your hands wide, you're going to bend your elbows and squeeze your elbows towards each other behind you. And then inhale up. If that bothers a shoulder, you can squeeze like this and go down to your chest. That's fine. You could do it that way too. But as you exhale, squeeze shoulder blades in towards the spine. Inhale, arms up. A couple more like that. Squeeze. And inhale, arms up. Okay, last one. Hold here. Take your strap at the back of your head. So you're resting your head into the strap. That's it. Then take your elbows back. Legs nice and strong, abdominals strong, but lean yourself back. Shoulders back, head back, curl back, and then inhale and come on back up. That's it, good. And circle back to front. Okay, shake out the shoulders. I got one more shoulder thing for you. Take your hands now behind your back. Narrow your stance a little bit. So maybe like hip distance, go a little narrower with your feet. That's it. Okay, hands behind your back, wider than your hips. Pull on the strap, so it's like you're trying to pull the strap top behind, and then stretch your arms back behind you now. Good. Lift up through your chest. Take your gaze up slightly. Then hinge from your hips. Arms towards the sky. Head towards the floor. And then let your arms just release overhead, like you were trying to release your arms to the floor behind you. Good. Inhale, come up halfway. Lay the strap over your back and narrow your hands. Take a narrower grip and then do the same thing. Stretch your arms back and up and over. And then inhale and lengthen your spine. Drop the strap to your back. Narrow your hands a little more, so come closer together behind your back. So go closer behind you, Marina. That's it. And then stretch your arms up so your hands closer together on the strap. Reach up and over. And do one more. Lengthen your spine. Go in even a little closer. Then arms up, head and neck releasing. Relax your head, your jaw, your face. Good. And then lengthen your spine and come on all the way back up. Okay, good. Set your strap over to the side for the moment. Okay. We're going to do just a little awareness exercise. So we did some pelvic tilts on our back. We're going to do them standing now. So soft knees, not quite a chair pose, but like a little baby chair. And instead of knees forward, take your hips back. That's it. And then tip your pelvis backwards, the top of your pelvis. Move your tailbone forward, let your shoulders round a little bit. Then squeeze your elbows together behind you, arch your back, lift your head and chest. That's it. Then exhale and round a little bit, drop your tailbone, and then inhale and arch. Do one more, just like that. Exhale. Good. Inhale, arch. Okay, little exercise here, just an awareness exercise. Round your back a little bit. Drop your tailbone down. So you're in this sort of tucked under position. Okay, now don't move your pelvis, but just try to slide your shoulders back and take your head back. They'll go back a little bit, right? Okay, now come to neutral. Good. Take your shoulders back, your head back. They're going to go back easier. Do you guys feel that? Now let your back arch. Bend your knees. Little chair again. Arch your back. Now feel how that movement, that curve of your spine, now you can get a nice curve into your neck and take your elbows really far back. So what we do with our legs, what we do with our pelvis, everything affects everything. The way we move our legs affects literally how we see. Okay, we'll use that awareness as we continue on. All right, face the long edge of your mat and step your feet wide. Okay, warrior two. Turn out your right foot. Line up your right heel with your left instep, so get your feet lined up well, and then bend into your right knee. Check that the knee is pointing right at the second and the third toe, so you should see your big toe inside the knee should be pressing out to the side. At the same time, push the top of your left thigh bone back, so your left thigh is in line with your left heel. Then, keeping your shoulders relaxed, stretch your arms out to the sides. Gaze over your right fingertips. And then soften your gaze and widen it. And see how you can see your hand, and you can see your arm, and you can see all around it. It's this way of seeing yourself as just part of something bigger, not just focused on you. Drop your left hand to your left leg. Turn your right palm up. Lean back, follow your hand with your gaze. If that bothers your neck, you can look down at your left hand behind you. If you can, keep gazing up to the right fingertips. And again, seeing the hand and the wider view, not just your hand, everything in the space around you. Good, follow your hand, come back upright, straighten your front leg. Good, then shift over, hands to ankle or shin for triangle. Move your bottom shoulder back a little, lean your torso back a little. Then if your neck is cooperative, look up at your top hand. That can be problematic. If it bothers your neck, take a different gaze point. But if you can, even just for a breath, gaze up at your left hand. Soft eyes. Good. Push into your feet and come on up and release your arms. Nice. Step in for a moment and then we'll do the other side. Do a little march out if you need to. Okay. All right. Step wide again. Left foot out. Heel to instep, right leg straight, left knee in a right angle, shoulders over hips, arms out. Gaze at your left hand. See your hand and then see beyond your hand. See around how you are part of this bigger thing. You are a separate thing, but you're also not a separate thing. Drop your back hand to your back leg, turn your left palm up. Follow it with your gaze. Lean back. Soft eyes. Wide perspective. Keep bending your left knee. Beautiful, guys. Come on back up. Straighten your front leg. And then hinge over. Left hand down to whatever is reachable. Spine nice and long. And then maybe even just for a breath, look up towards the right hand. One side will likely be easier than the other. See your hand, see beyond, see the whole room you're in, the whole space that you're in. Feel, sense each other, practicing in our own spaces and yet in this shared digital space together. All right, inhale, come on up. Turn your feet forward, step your feet together. Good, do a little march out. Come to the front of your mat. Have your blocks in front of you. Sorry, I put all my props away. I don't know why. After the last class, I got flustered with the bees. I think they're mostly, this is a lot less than we're here before, so that's good. I know they're not bothering us is the good news, but they're here. Okay, so we're going to stand at the front of the mat. Have your blocks in front of you. Good. Come to Tadasana. Feel your feet on the floor. Line up your legs. And again, so as we line everything up, it's like everything has to line up so that we can have that wider view, right? If everything is not lined up the way that we want it to, it's hard to see the world as we want to see it. So it's not just about what we're doing with our body for the health of our body. It's literally affecting the way we see the world. All right, soft eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold from your hips, hinge forward. Hands can go to the floor or to the blocks. Let your head release down. Bend your knees, step your right foot back and drop your right knee down. If you need a blanket or to fold your mat, take a minute and do that. If you need padding underneath your knee, take some padding. Okay, we're gonna go arms up, hands up to the front thigh. Okay, we're gonna go into a twist pattern. So now take your arms out in front of you, like zombie arms. Okay, now you're gonna turn your head to the left and then open your left arm to the left. Then turn your head back to front, to center, and then bring your arm forward. Good. Turn your head left, open your arm left, turn your head forward, left arm forward. Good. One more time. Turn your head first, open out, and then hold for a moment. Hold here. Drop your hands. Hold your right leg with your left hand, your left leg with your right hand, and twist a little deeper. Push your legs out into your hands, but pull with your arms a little bit, then see if you can see as far as you can over your left shoulder behind you. Okay, look forward first. Inhale, look forward. Nice, you guys. Release your hands down to floor or blocks, and then we're going to come into this hamstring stretch. So slide your left heel out in front, half Hanuman, half split. Yeah, pat if you need to. A little gentler on the knee. Good. Slide your left leg out straight. From your pelvis, extend your spine. So come to that sort of back bend first. Feel like an arch in your low back, a length in the back of your neck, a curve there, and then hinge. Let your low back round, middle back, upper back, neck. If you can, keep soft eyes, soft gaze. Seeing yourself held within the wider perspective. Seeing with the cosmic perspective, where there's no separation. We have this sense of all things emanating from the one energy of the universe. Okay, shift forward, look up, shift your weight to your front foot, lift your back knee, step forward to the front of your mat. Good, switch your feet, left leg back. Left knee down. I'm gonna turn around so I don't have my back to you guys. Okay, get your balance, squeeze your legs, keep the back toes tucked, that helps with the balance a little bit. Then zombie arms out in front. Good. So the head turns first. Turn to the right. Open the right arm out. Turn your head forward and then hand forward. Turn to the right. Right arm open. Turn forward. Hand forward. Last one. Turn to the right. Open the right arm out. Good. Now, left hand to right leg, right hand to left leg, and twist a little deeper. Try to look as far over the right shoulder as you can. Gaze over the shoulder, wide view. Inhale, turn your head to center, and then release your hands down. Floor or blocks. Shift your hips back, slide your right heel out in front of you. Come from that arch position first. So draw your low back in. It's not going to go in too much, but draw it in. You get a little deeper hamstring stretch as you do that. Then slowly start to round. Low back, middle back, upper back, neck, head. Soft eyes, wide view. See yourself, as yes, the individual and beautiful being that you are, but that you are part of something so much bigger, so much wider. All right, inhale, look forward. This time we're going to step back. So just slide that front foot back. Good, plant your hands down, tuck your toes, and lift up into downward facing dog. Knees and hips up. You can take a moment, pedal out your feet. We've done a little bit of leg stretching, but maybe you need a little more. So pedal out a few times. Good. Then stretch your legs as straight as you can. Stretch your arms as straight as you can. Take your hips as high as you can, but stretch your heels as low as you can. Move your belly towards your thighs. Take your gaze forward slightly. And then again, just take that wider view. Hold and breathe and hold yourself in your awareness, but a wider perspective at the same time. We're going to come down to the belly, so you can drop your knees down and then slowly just lower yourself all the way down. Good. Rest your head on your hands for a moment. Good. And then bring your legs close together. We're going to do a dynamic, a moving, a sort of swimming locust pose. So squeeze your legs in towards each other, lift them up, take your arms out in front, like Superman arms, lift them up. And then we're going to make some snow angels. So circle lines behind the back, turn your palms up, tap your thumb and pointer together, and then circle forward, palms down, thumb and pointer together. And then circle back, palms up, thumb and pointer together. Yep, and then circle forward. And do a couple more. Lift a little higher maybe. Arms in front, last one, last little swimming locust. Arms back, arms forward. Okay, and rest. Turn your cheek to the side. Bend up your knees, take some windshield wipers with your legs. Okay. Take it to a thigh stretch. Stretch your legs out long again. Prop up onto your elbows. We'll do Sphinx first. So make your forearms parallel. Most people, the hands want to be closer than the elbows. If you can, cheat the elbows in a little bit, take the hands wider. If that bothers a shoulder, just do what you need to do for a shoulder. That's fine. And then press the inner edge of your hand, the thumb and the pointer down. Spread out your fingers. Press all the fingers down. Press your elbows down. Now, look towards your belly. As you look towards your belly, pull your navel, your belly button up towards your spine and tone your glutes and your legs. Then keep that lift of the navel towards the spine, but start to lift your head and broaden your collarbones. Don't let your belly just collapse towards the floor. That's good. Nice, you guys. And then drag your elbows back slightly. Keep the neck long. Don't crank your chin forward. And back of the neck long. Soft gaze, soft eyes. Okay, couple of options here. We're going to take a thigh stretch. So we're going to bend up the right knee and catch the right foot behind. So you can stay up on your elbow to do this, or you can take your head down onto your left hand. That's a little gentler. And of course, you can always just lay on your side. The goal is not to do the pose, but to get a good thigh stretch. So wherever you got to be to do that. All right, hold your right foot with your right hand. Hug your heel towards your butt. Flare out your toes till you feel a stretch in the front of your thigh. That's it. Hug your heel in and down. Keep pressing. If you're up on your elbow, push the left elbow down. Keep toning your belly gently. One more breath. Okay, good. Release that foot. Rest for a moment. Just turn your cheek. Rest your head. Again, if your tendency is to close your eyes, it's fine. You can do that. But maybe for today, just keep that soft, wide gaze. Have a sense of just seeing the space that you're in with a fresh perspective, a clear perspective, not based on patterns of habits and ways of being, but of just a new, fresh way of seeing things. Okay, second side, so you can stay. You can keep your head on your right arm, or you can prop up onto your right elbow, bend your left knee, catch your left foot. Again, you can also lay on your side to do it. Again, I want you to get a good thigh stretch, so however you need to make that happen. Flare out your toes, hug your heel to your butt. That's it. Breathe deeply. Maybe think about directing the breath a little more into the back of your waistline as you're toning your abdominals so that the back body is not feeling crunched. Take one more breath. Okay, release that foot down. All right, we're going to come onto our backs now. Actually, you know what? Let's do this first while we're here. Let's stand up on our knees. We'll do one more here, and then we'll go on to our backs. So you may want to blanket under your knees for this. We'll work on camel a little bit. And you may want to block for your inner thighs. Helps keep it out of the low back. So I'm squeezing the block between my inner thighs. That just keeps the legs working a little harder. Tuck your toes. Okay. Now, as you squeeze the block, roll it back. So create that arch in your back. Take your head, your throat back, elbows back a little bit. Okay, now tone your belly, tone your abdominals. So you're not just letting your belly kind of splay out in front. The belly stays toned even as we come into the back bend. Now, start to curl back. Start to lean back. Broaden your collarbones, squeeze your elbows in, curl back a little bit. Good, and then inhale and come on back up. You can slide your block back and sit on it for a moment, or just stay up on your knees if your knees are happier there. We're gonna do one more. This time we'll give a little support to the head. So come on back up, squeeze your block. Right hand behind your head now. Good, support the back of your neck. Left hand on your left hip. Toes tucked. Okay, lengthen up. Feel the curve in your low back, tone your belly, and then start to lean back. Press your head back into your hand. You can stay here, or you can drop your left hand to your left foot if you can reach. Half camel. Inhale, come on up. Switch your hands, left hand behind, right hand on your hip. Push your head back into your hand. Curl your shoulders open. Open up through your heart, through your throat, creating a wider perspective. Take that wider view. If you can reach your right foot with your right hand, take your right hand to your right foot. Inhale, come on back up. And release your hands. Good. Come to tabletop. And just do a little tushy wiggle. Yeah. Cat and cow, whatever you need to do for your back. Okay, I'm going to do a couple little arm exercises here. So you can stay standing up on your knees if that's better. You can sit back onto your block if that's comfortable, or sit onto your feet. If you're comfortable on your feet, that's fine. We're just going to do a couple little upper back things. Bring your elbows into your waist. Have your palms out in front of you. That's it. Okay, this isn't a big movement. It's just it's a rotator cuff strengthener. Your elbows stay in, and you pivot your hands out as wide as you can till you feel your shoulder blades squeeze in. Good. Then you bring your hands back towards each other. Good. Then pivot, hands out wide. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed and down. They're going to want to hike up a little bit. So try to keep them down. Work the muscles in the upper back. Rotate the hands in. So as you widen out, you should feel the shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other. Working the rhomboids, medial traps, hands together. Do one more like this. Squeeze out and back together. Okay, good. Rest your shoulders. You can roll them out a little bit if you need to. Okay, next one looks like this. So same position of the arms, but instead of the elbows at the waist, the elbows are out in front. So bring elbows in line with shoulders. Yeah, even a little higher, Akiko, like that. Okay, here's the next one. You're going to bring your elbows and your hands together. Let your spine round. And then press your elbows out wide. Pull your shoulder blades back. Lean back. Good. Then exhale. Squeeze in. Elbows together. Then squeeze back. Good. Two more. Elbows together. Hands together. Keep your belly turned on. Abdominals toned. And press open. And last one. Squeeze together. And press open. Okay, good. Rest for a minute. Roll out the shoulders. I got one more for you. Yeah. Okay, the next one looks like this. Watch me for a second. I'm going to give you the side view. So we're starting in the same position. The goal with this one is we keep the forearms parallel. Instead of letting the elbows splay out to the sides, we're going to try to keep the elbows in. So it's a plug back, and then I look to my thumbs, and then I lift my thumbs, trying to not let my elbows splay out. And then I come back down. Shoulders back, looking at the thumbs. Lift up without splaying the elbows. Give that a go. So elbows out in front of you, palms facing away. So turn your hands the other way, Steph. That's it. And then Look at your thumbs, lift your elbows, don't let your belly pop forward, and then come on back down. Good, elbows in, elbows in. Don't hook your thumbs. Thumbs are separated. Yeah, elbows in, thumbs out. That's it, and then lift up. Look at your thumbs, gaze up. Good, and then elbows back down. Do one more. Shoulders back, lift up. Okay, good, and then relax. Okay, that's a lot, I know. So now we're going to take that into dolphin pose. So we're going to use the block for that. I'm going to stay this way, actually. So I'm going to hold the block like this. So my fingers are wrapped over the top. And then elbows down on the floor. It's a little more neutral for the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. And then I'm going to try to do all those actions we just did. So I'm going to hold the block, but imagine I'm trying to pull my hands away. So those outer rotators turn on. And then I'm going to plug the shoulders back and I'm going to look towards my thumbs. Then I'm going to lift my knees and hips up into dolphin. That's dolphin pose. So the goal is to keep the forearms parallel. All right, so take the block down, elbows down. Wrap your fingers around the top. Yeah, some of you are there already. It's fine if you're there already. That's okay. Good, fingers are wrapped around. And then pin your forearms right where they are. Imagine you were trying to pull your hands away from the block. Feel your upper back muscles turn on. Look forward towards the block, tuck your toes, lift up and back. Hips up and back. Then if you want to walk in, you can walk in. Keep your head lifted. Of course, if that bothers your neck, let your head hang down. It's okay. But the head should be off the block for this one. So even if you're letting your head hang, that's okay. But head off the block. We're just on the forearms. Good. Hold for another breath or two. If you've got another breath or two and you hold. And then exhale, release your hips back and down. Drop your knees down and come to child's pose, wrapping your hands back by your feet. If your head doesn't reach the floor, grab a pillow, a blanket, something, put something under your head. Let your hands, the back of your hands rest on the floor near your feet so your shoulders can just relax. They did a lot. Good. Let your shoulders soften, your gaze soften, your neck soften. All right. Slowly bring yourself up to seated, and we're going to just take some seated poses. So stretch your legs out in front of you. I'm going to turn around so I'm not back to you. Okay. Then Ardha Matsyendrasana, we're going to step the right foot outside of the left knee. Yep, and if you need to, just take the flesh out so that you're sitting balanced on both sitting bones, right and left. Okay, now sit up really tall. If it's hard to sit up tall, sit on a blanket. That will make it easier, of course. Okay, now take your right hand behind you. Don't turn your head yet. Just take your hand behind you. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, just turn your belly. Don't turn your head yet, just your belly. Then breathe in, get tall, and turn your ribs to the right. Don't turn your head yet. The head's going to move a little, but let it just be the last thing. Inhale, come on up. Turn your shoulders on the exhale. That's it. And then on this last breath now, turn your gaze over your right shoulder. If you want to hug the knee closer or across your outer elbow, you can do it like that. If you want a little more leverage for the twist. So often we come into a twist and we turn the head first. So coming in this way just reminds us that the twist starts from the bottom. Okay, inhale, release your twist. Take your hands back behind you on the floor. Keep your ankle crossed over. Slide your left heel in. Press your right knee away from your right shoulder. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now you can stay here. If you're getting a big stretch in your right hip, you can just stay here. This is a good stretch. Try to draw your low back in, away from the floor, so that forward tilt of the pelvis. If you want a deeper stretch, you can heel toe the left foot over underneath the right knee and start to let the knee come more upright, again, still arching through the low back, and try to let that right knee settle over the left foot. Now, if that's too much, just stay in the seated posture. Yeah, that's great. Soften your gaze, widen your view. Relax your face and soften into seeing the world as a one interconnected planet, one human race. Good. Slowly lift up that top knee Uncross the legs. Yep, take a little windshield wiper. And then over to the second side. Step your left foot outside your right knee. Hug your knee. Sit really tall. That's it. Left hand behind. Don't turn your head yet. So we're going to do the twist first, Stephanie, this one. Yeah. So left hand behind. Turn your belly left. Don't turn your head yet. Breathe in. As you breathe out, turn your ribs left. Head is going to go last. Breathe in and lengthen. Breathe out, turn your shoulders left. One more breath in. And then turn the whole head. See as far to the left as you can. Again, if you want to hug the knee or cross the elbow for a deeper twist, you can do that. Soft, wide open gaze. Good. Inhale and face front. Take your hands back behind you. Slide your ankle over your knee. Slide your right heel in. So go more ankle on top. Yeah, like that. And press the left knee away. Okay. Now stay here. If this is a big stretch, we're working to draw the low back in. If you want to heel toe the right foot over, come to the Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose. Some people call this double pigeon. Feels pigeony, right? Let your knees settle. Keep your feet active. And then the more you work that inner, the low back drawing in, the deeper stretch you're going to feel in the hips. Everything affects everything. How we see affects everything. How we move our legs affects how we see. Feel the interconnectedness of all of it. That's a little loud, isn't it? All right. Lean back into your hands again. Slowly uncross your legs. Stretch both feet out in front of you. Okay, good. Then try to get your heels. We're going to come to one last forward bend. I like to do this with the heels on the slippery floor. So I'm going to shift forward so my feet can slide. If you're at home, maybe get heels. So have heels off the mat. You may want to hold your feet with a strap. So we're coming to Paschimottanasana, this pose. If it's hard for you to straighten your legs, put a strap around your feet. If you can reach and hold your feet, we're going to start in this position. Yeah, holding your feet. Good. Now draw your low back in. Try to do that arch spine. Lift your gaze like you're seeing from the mountaintop, that wider view. Okay, now keep your belly towards your thighs. Start to slide your heels out. Try to keep your back arched as long as you can. Good. Try to get your legs to straight, even if you got to let out a whole bunch of strap. Now let your chest move towards your legs, and then let your head soften. Soft gaze or eyes closed if you'd like to do it that way. But again, just holding your awareness as yourself, as this individual, unique and precious being, and yet also just this little speck in the race of humanity. Slowly lengthen your spine to bring yourself back up, and then come on down onto your back. Open up your mat if you've folded it over. Prepare for Shavasana. So if there's any last stretch or pose or anything you want to do to help your nervous system settle, take a moment for that. Let your body settle deeply. As you settle into your mat, let your skin soften. Let your muscles soften. Having a sense of the outer boundaries of your body just dissolving. The ways that you feel separate, different. Let them dissolve. Have a sense of the inner energy of your body, your energetic body expanding out into the world. A shared sense of energy. And then imagine you had like a wide angle camera. You could see yourself in the room that you're in. And then you're zooming out. See yourself in the context of your town, your state, your country, the entire earth. You are part of it, an important part. But there are all these other parts. The boundaries dissolve. Begin to sense yourself in the context of our galaxy. Of the universe, maybe the multiverse. Keep widening the view, zooming out. Rest in that beautiful, wide, open, God's eye perspective. Now gently begin to draw from that wider view, zooming back in through galaxies to our planet, to Earth, to North America, to New Jersey, to your space in the room that you're in. And just hold your awareness in both of those things, how you are this unique and individual and separate being, and yet at the same time, a constituent of the whole human race, a part of something so much bigger and wider than any one person or thing. Begin to let your body stretch and move and reawaken. And slowly find your way to your side. And back up to seated. Yoga is not really meant to be the hour or two you spend on your mat during the week. It's meant to be a life practice, a way of seeing the world. And such a big part of that way of seeing is this cosmic perspective. So as you move into the rest of your day and your week, have this perhaps sense of seeing the essence, the forest before the tree, seeing God's awareness, whatever you call that, the divine in each and everything and every being that you see, even if it's buried under a whole lot of other stuff, it's still there. So have just this sense of being able to see with the wider perspective. Join your hands together at your heart. And let's finish together with an Om. If you'd like to join, take in a deep breath. Om. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're
Have a
welcome.
nice week.